Taylor King is putting together an MVP-type season. Near the top of every major category, he'll look to be a major contributor once again today. It's the Houston Astros taking on the Seattle Mariners. First pitch coming your way next. King steps in now. He knows what's waiting for him, Singy. An arm of top-tier command and stuff to match.
Yeah, no freebies here, Boog. You got to earn everything when you're up against a pitcher of this caliber.
King matched a homer in his last game. Flaherty, 33 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. In the air, right field, Smith under this one. 2 down.
Batting third, the left fielder, number 31.
Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. First pitch just misses. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their challenges. And he'll one. Out towards right center field. Smith under it. He makes the grab, and there's one down.
Up next is the Mariners. The left fielder.
Man at first, one away.
For the Mariners, the right fielder, Taylor King.
Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw bounces, and he's in there safely with the stolen base. Man at second. Foul ball there.
He was a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
Out to short. On to first. And there's 2 away.
Up next is the Mariners. The left fielder, number 31.
King stepping in now. If he goes deep here, we may not see that helmet again until next series.
Yeah, might as well order the Gatorade shower now, Boog. This place would erupt.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Don't be surprised to ball on the ground to the corners if they come home with the baseball instead of going to first base.
And another ball.
Well, this is a little tough for the hitter in the back of the mind. You're wondering, with first base open, am I going to get a pitch to hit? Got to stay back. Let your hands work. Stay in the middle of the field.
Two on, 1 out. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. 1 run's in. Now the second run is in. It's a 2-run single, and they take the lead in the 7th. Well, that's going to keep the streak going. There's no stopping this guy.
And I can't even imagine the pressure he's under. He's asked about it every day from everyone, not just the media, but just anybody he comes across. And so for him to be able to concentrate, keep on getting the knocks, just remarkable. And I know he's trying to just win ball games, but honestly, this streak is arguably bigger than the team right now.
Got him. Out number 2.
Oh, nice job right there. He struck him out twice. The pitch before looked like it was strike 3. Doesn't get the call. Bears down. Throws another quality pitch for the strikeout.
Here comes the 0-1. Runner takes off. Out to short. Abrams. And that is that. A couple of runs in the inning puts them ahead. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the M's 5 and the Astros 4. This is AL West action on MLB The Show. Taylor King up next for the Mariners.
So clutch, you could argue that he's been this team's MVP this year.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Ripped to right. And that is that. So they get 3 and jump ahead late. 9th inning coming up. The Mariners on top 8-6. Last chance coming up here for the Astros. This is AL West action on MLB The Show. And the final here today, 9-8. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon. King digs in. He's had this pitcher's number. Fastball off speed. It hasn't mattered, Singy.
Yeah, you can tell he steps in with confidence. It's like he already knows the answer to the test.
Malley, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. On the ground. Correa over to first. And there are 2 outs.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him, that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it. Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to finish off this hitter.
Two on, 1 out. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. In comes the first run of the game. It's 1-0 Mariners. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds it third. And the streak lives on. He keeps getting closer and closer to the record. There isn't a pitcher in the league who can solve him right now.
It's absolutely amazing, Boog. It seems there's no end in sight, and this is transcending baseball. We're talking almost 2 straight months with a hit every game. To get this close to the record, I want to see this thing happen, and it brings the kind of excitement to the sport that...
Runner on the go. In the dirt, blocked. Safe at second, and that was not close. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again.
Well, with a good arm behind the dish, it's definitely a roll of the dice here to try to steal second base. Man, he can zip it down there so quickly. That was a pretty good throw as well, but really good, clean, stolen base. He can be pretty proud of himself. He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at-bat.
Hit hard to the ground and up the middle, base hit. Lead runner around second. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Riley Green digs in for a critical at bat. Correa sends it to first, and that will end the inning. Mariners leave a couple, but they lead it 1-0. So bases all loaded up. Taylor King getting ready to hit. Golden opportunity right here.
This is a big spot for a big-time player. In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
There's the strike.
The opportunity for a huge inning exists right here. Bases loaded, nobody out. But as a hitter, can't be over anxious. That pitcher's up against the wall. Make him come to you.
And that one is lifted in the air. Smith should have this one. He's got it. Runners tagging from second and third. The relay throw. Safe. And they add to their lead as the run scores from third.
They had a chance to add to their lead right there, and they did with the sac fly. Nice job of getting it done. Really good execution with that at bat.
King added one more to that hitting streak.
Well, every team in the league wants hitters who can consistently deliver games like the one he had today, because it can help you get wins like this one. Nice job.
Now it's the right fielder, Taylor King.
And all anyone can think about right now is his chase for that hitting streak record.
King, a former Rookie of the Year, batting second in today's lineup. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Ball one, no strikes.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
A little bit low. This is downstairs, and that's ball four.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
One out man at first, and now it's Josh Naylor. Runner takes off up the middle. Abrams in plenty of time to first. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion.
Batting for the catcher, Cal.
So now it's the Mariner cleanup hitter, Cal Raleigh. Man on second, two down. Swing and a ground ball. Fires to first on the run. What a play. Inning over. Scoreless after one.
Up next for the Mariners, the right fielder, Taylor King.
And that's through there for a strike. And now it's even 1-1. One on, nobody out. A run in here in the last half of the third. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Varsho on the move. He's got it. And there's one down.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
The right fielder, Taylor King.
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Takes it in for the out.
Well, that's what he's looking for with the fastball above the zone. A swing and miss or weak contact.
Taylor King, the next to hit.
The right fielder, Taylor King.
One-run game, one out, one on. Here goes the runner. Pitch is low. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Well, it seems like 90 feet is such a big deal in a tight one-run game like this one. Maybe it's a little bit risky, but they felt good about it, and it paid off. Let's see if they can turn this into a big run.
Man at second. Right through there for a strike.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
The 3-1. Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. A two-run homer. His 52nd home run of the season. And they boost their lead. It's 5-2.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter. Lightning fast hands to be able to hit that velocity fastball on the inside part of the plate. In my experience, when you're looking out over the plate, allowing the ball to travel, it's pure reaction to hit a pitch in that location. That's a tremendous swing.
King had a great showing in the win. Had only one hit but made it count with a homer.
Really impressive work at the dish, Boog. He gave his teammates a lot of opportunities in this one, and that's really all you can ask him to do.
Taylor King on an absolute tear of late and an astonishing hitting streak of 45 games, tying Willie Keeler's mark in 1897. Can he add one more today? It's the Cleveland Guardians taking on the Seattle Mariners. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. One down. Taylor King up next for the Mariners. King went deep in his most recent game. Fastball for a strike. King, multi-time All-Star, 25 years old, and he's one of the few two-time MVPs in the league. Here's your 1. That to right. DeLauder under it. Takes it in for the out.
Batting third, the left fielder, number 31.
King steps in. Previous batter couldn't get the job done. Now 2 outs. It's late and the pressure is mounting, Chris.
Well, this is where you pick up your teammate, Boog. They need someone to come through right here.
That clips the zone. Strike one.
Well, in an 0-0 count, not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
Man on second, 2 down. Bounce to third. Durbin zips it to first, and the inning is over. 1 hit, 1 left. On to inning number 4. It's the Guardians 1 and the Mariners nothing. This is Mariners baseball on the show.
Up next for the Mariners, the right fielder, Taylor King.
Good pitch to hit on a tee up in the zone. I think he was looking for something else right there.
King checks his swing. Now it appeal to first. Yes, he did. That's a swing. The Guardians up by a run here in the bottom of the 6th. That's ripped into the outfield, and that's got extra bases written all over it. And now the tying run is into scoring position, and the streak lives on. He keeps getting closer and closer to the record. There isn't a pitcher in the league who can solve him right now.
It's absolutely amazing, Boog. It seems there's no end in sight, and this is transcending baseball. We're talking almost 2 straight months with a hit every game. To get this close to the record, I want to see this thing happen, and it brings the kind of excitement to the sport that very few records do.
Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. There's the ball. And that's a stolen base, not even close. And the tying run is now only 90 feet away.
Well, maybe he thought he should have gone for a triple instead of a double and just decided, I'm going to take third this way. Definitely using his legs to his advantage right here. He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
That one missing inside.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Josh Naylor on deck for the Ends. 1-run game, 1 out, 1 on. In there, sets him down on strikes. Huge strikeout there. And that one was indeed a strike. So they'll lose their first challenge. Here's Josh Naylor. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
Skips in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous. 2 outs with a runner at third. Line drive, he brings it down. Nice play.
Make a great catch like that. It's all about timing the jump. His timing was perfect. Excellent grab, and he comes down with it. The inning is over.
Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings.
The right fielder, Taylor King.
And a strike in there. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. And a go-ahead run is on base. It's not often someone hits a baseball this hard. It's worthy of the StatCast treatment, Singy.
Well, I was anxious to see what that exit velo would be, and wow, 116 miles per hour. StatCast absolutely lives for these moments. You know, it's so cool to get that kind of data back almost instantly.
Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. That's in for a strike. Transfer bobbled, and there's no throw. The Mariners with the go-ahead run standing at second here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Runner goes again. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to third. Save. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away.
I'd say an aggressive roll of the dice there to steal third in this spot, but they felt good about it, and it worked out. Now the game plan changes a little bit at the plate to get that go-ahead run home. The defense might pull the infield in.
Payoff pitch. Base hit into the outfield. In to score from third. It's an RBI single. They lead it in the 8th.
Well, it comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it.
Up next to the Mariners, the right fielder, Taylor King.
Two on, 2 outs. In the air to left center. And that is that. All in all, 10 come to the plate. They bat around and 5 score. Through 8 full, the M's on top 7-2. Last chance coming up for the Guardians. King had a sensational showing in the win.
Really impressive work at the dish, Boog. He gave his teammates a lot of opportunities in this one, and that's really all you can ask him to do.
So up next, Taylor King.
And all anyone can think about right now is his chase for that hitting streak record.
King, a former All-Star, a member of the 1,000 hit club. He's a former American League MVP. King was tearing up the base paths in his last game with 3 steals.
It's a lot of fun watching him run the bases, Boog. I think opposing pitchers and catchers need to take a few extra minutes to plan out how they'll adjust when he gets on base.
Line drive, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Well, that's going to keep the streak going. There's no stopping this guy.
And I can't even imagine the pressure he's under. He's asked about it every day from everyone, not just the media, but just anybody he comes across. And so for him to be able to concentrate, keep on getting the knocks, just remarkable. And I know he's trying to just win ball games, but honestly, this streak is arguably bigger than the team right now.
Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second in the dirt. And there's no throw. He's in there at second with a stolen base. And that's another stolen base for the league leader.
Pretty impressive from the 3-hole hitter. Picks up the single, then swipes second to get into scoring position. Now, that's not going to show up on the slugging percentage very much, but it works the same way for the team. Let's see if they can drive him in now.
1 out and a runner at second here in the second game of the series. Got him swinging.
Oh, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. You know, right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners. Man at second. That one way inside. Two and 2. In the air to left center. Watson under it. And the inning is over. Mariners come up empty in their first try through an inning in Seattle. No score. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position.
The right fielder, Taylor King.
Fastball for a strike. The Mariners with a chance to score first here in the last half of the third. In the dirt. The 1-2. Still tied at 0. Last of the third. Pitch misses. And now 3-2. Riley Green in the on deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Man on second, 2 down. This one in the air center field. Watson settles underneath it, and that's the inning. So 1 hit is all they get. 3 innings complete. No score.
Up next for the Mariners.
King with an impressive show of speed in his last game, swiping 3 bags.
It's a lot of fun watching him run the bases, Boog. I think opposing pitchers and catchers need to take a few extra minutes to plan out how they'll adjust when he gets on base.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Watson under it. And that's the 3rd out. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. We're through 5. It's the Mariners 3 and the Guardians nothing. You're watching Mariners baseball on the show Northwest. So runner at second, 2 down. Taylor King up next for the Mariners. 1 for 3.
Not what he's looking for there in the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
Man at second. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. So a run on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Mariners 4 and the Guardians nothing. This is Mariners baseball on the show Northwest. King added 1 more to that hitting streak.
Didn't light the world on fire, but he held up his end today. I'm sure he'd like to have a better game, but a win is a win.
Taylor King, the next to hit.
Taylor King.
Right through there for a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
That one is absolutely belted. And that's a base hit. Coming home. He'll score and they tie it.
Way back in 1930, hat Wilson set the single-season RBI record with 191, and that stood for decade after decade until today. What an achievement for him, claiming the crown as the single-season RBI king.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Here's Riley Green. Man at second. In the dirt. Payoff pitch. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. A two-run homer, his 38th of the year, and it gives him the lead in the first. It's 3-1.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at-bat to give your team the lead. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at-bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Bottom of the inning, and stepping in for the Mariners, Taylor King. The 0-2. On the ground, right side. Throws to first in time. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
Up next for the Mariners, the left fielder, number 31.
King digging in. Nobody on. Two gone, but this hitter's still dangerous.
Yep, a swing, a mistake, and suddenly it's a brand new ball game.
Pitch misses. Ball one. He's someone you really want to keep off the bases, Chris. He has the most stolen bases in the league. Hey. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Two down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Out towards right center field. DeLauder under it. And that'll do it. So they make short work of him there. 5 innings complete. All tied up at 3 apiece. Runner in scoring position. No outs. Taylor King up next for the Mariners. And there's a strike.
Well, these Mariners, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Hit hard, base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead.
Big at bat to pad their lead up to 3. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
1 on, nobody out, a run in. Here the bottom of the 7th. High fly ball, right field. DeLauder settles under this one, and there's 1 down.
Up next for the Mariners, the center fielder, number 42.
And now it's Julio Rodriguez. Man at first, 1 away. Walters in his 3rd season, 28 years old. Runner takes off in the dirt, blocked. Blocked by the catcher, And he steals second base without a throw. And that extends his lead for the most stolen bases in baseball. The 3-1. Right through there for a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Got him. That's out number 2.
Just locked him up right there for the second out, and that's an at-bat he's probably going to be thinking about for a little while. Didn't pull the trigger. Not how you want to go down in an RBI spot, so now you got to hope your teammate behind you can pick you up.
Man on second, 2 down. Tapped up the first base side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. 8th inning coming up. It's the Mariners 6 and the Guardians 3. You're watching Mariners baseball on the show Northwest. King really stood out in this win.
I'll tell you, Boog, I was excited every time he came up. When a player is locked in like he was, it's a really special feeling. Great job in this one.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Taylor King digs in now.
And all anyone can think about right now is his chase for that hitting streak record.
That's off the mark. Ball 1. And that one hit 97 on the gun. Man at second. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. And a 1-2. Got him swinging. 1 out.
Batting first, the lefty, number 31. Riley. Up next for the Mariners, the right fielder, Taylor King.
Oh, and an 0-0 count. Not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
Oh, look at the stop. Fires to first. Throw is low, and oh, nearly a great play. The scoop goes in and out of the glove, and the streak lives on. He keeps getting closer and closer to the record. There isn't a pitcher in the league who can solve him right now.
It's absolutely amazing, Boog. It seems there's no end in sight, and this is transcending baseball. We're talking almost 2 straight months with a hit every game. To get this close to the record, I want to see this thing happen, and it brings the kind of excitement to the sport.
Runner takes off. And now this one's a rocket to right. Way back there. Gone. His 39th home run of the season. And they add on. It's 3-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
The right fielder, Taylor King.
All tied up. Last half of inning number 5. And foul ball. Lifted in the air down the left side, and it drops in. And a man aboard.
Up next for the Mariners.
Here's Riley Green.
The left fielder, number 31, Riley Green.
Swing and a tapper. Tosses to first. Got the out.
Up next for the Mariners. The center fielder, number 44.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Julio Rodriguez up next for the Mariners. In the air, left field. Kafis settles underneath it. And that will end the inning. One hit, one left. We're through 5. All tied up at 3 apiece. King steps in. They've got the edge, but the job is not done. He's looking to keep the line moving.
Yeah, nothing wrong with a little insurance, Boog. Well, these Mariners, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Grounds one to short. Rivera. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup got that hitter to roll over.
The left fielder, number 31.
I'm not saying they do, but with the way they're squaring up the ball right now, it's almost like they know what's coming. They seem very confident at the plate.
King in the box now. Takes strike 1. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Hard liner. And there's 2 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince.
King kept the hitting streak going in this one.
Maybe not his best showing, but they got the win, and he should be happy about that.
Live from Arlington, Texas, an AL West matchup on the show. It's the Seattle Mariners and the Texas Rangers. John Sciambi alongside Chris Singleton. For a lot of people in the stands today, there's only one player they came to see, Taylor King. Every day we wonder if this is the day it comes to an end, and every day he keeps it going.
You know, Boog, baseball's a game of ups and downs, but seems like somebody forgot to tell this guy that. He hasn't had any down days in a long time, and he just keeps cranking out the hits game after game.
First pitch coming your way next. King steps in. He's had a lot of success against this pitcher, Singy.
Yeah, he's like a DJ with the timing, Boog, just mixing barrels and bad intentions every time they face off.
Here we go, Christian.
That's the ball.
King needs just one more base hit to reach a staggering 300 for the year.
You might think him reaching 300 hits in a season is unprecedented, but you'd be wrong. Paul Strand had 325 hits for the 1923 Salt Lake City Bees. Okay, but seriously, this is an incredible accomplishment, Boog.
Swing and a ground ball. Gathered in by Seager. Throw to first. Got him.
That is third. The left fielder, number 31, Riley Green. Up next for Seattle, the right fielder, Taylor King. That's in. Ball.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
2 down, nobody on.
That's a good miss off the inside part of the plate. You'd much rather miss there than out over the plate where this guy could do some real damage.
Hit on the ground to short. Seager fires over to first, and that is the inning. One hit in the inning, a solo homer. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. All tied 1-1. King stepping in. One door closed, but here's another shot, Singy. This guy has a chance to deliver.
Opportunity to be a great teammate right here, Boog. Nothing says I got you like a 2-out ribby. Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Outside. That's the ball.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Ripped on a line to center. And that's the 3rd out. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Mariners 2 and the Rangers 1. This is AL West action on MLB The Show. So 2 down. Now the number 2 hitter, Taylor King. 0 for 3 in this one. Oh, 1 down. Up the middle, Young. Safe at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going. And the streak lives on. He keeps getting closer and closer to the record. There isn't a pitcher in the league who can solve him right now.
It's absolutely amazing, Boog. It seems there's no end in sight, and this is transcending baseball. We're talking almost 2 straight months with a hit every game. To get this close to the record, I want to see this thing happen. And
runner on the go, and that one gets away at the plate. And now a man into scoring position. Man on second, 2 down. Liner snagged at first. 1 left for Seattle as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. locked in right now. One-run game here in the ninth.
Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the ninth, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
King in the box here lets that one go for a ball. The 1-0. Jimenez, multi-time all-star. He features a slider, a four-seamer, and he works in a changeup. Two down, nobody on.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
The 1-2. Ripped into right center. Should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Here's Riley Green. Man at second. It's in and out of his glove. Still fires to first. Mariners lead one, and it remains a 4-3 game. Close one here today, and your final 5-4. A one-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire crew. I'm John Shambi saying so long. Taylor King has moved into elite company, riding a 50-game hitting streak. Can he extend his incredible run today? It's the Seattle Mariners and the Texas Rangers. First pitch coming your way next. King digging in. This matchup has been one-sided and not in the pitcher's favor, Chris.
Yeah, probably circled this one when the schedule came out. Might as well hand him the remote. He's been in full control in this one. These two guys, a lot of respect for one another.
Nobody on his team has been better at driving in runs this season, Singy.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games. That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. Well, that's going to keep the streak going. There's no stopping this guy.
And I can't even imagine the pressure he's under. He's asked about it every day from everyone, not just the media, but just anybody he comes across. And so for him to be able to concentrate, keep on getting the knocks, just remarkable. And I know he's trying to just win ball games, but honestly, this streak is arguably bigger than the team right now.
On the ground at first, over to Seager. What a double play that was. Inning over. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. Now the Rangers will get their first crack. We're scoreless.
Up next for Seattle, the right fielder, Taylor
King, a former Rookie of the Year, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he's one of the few two-time MVPs in the league. in there for strike one. Pena aboard here at first with nobody out. And that one ripped into right. One down.
Up next is the left field. Up next is the right field. Taylor King.
And that's outside. And that is ball one. Man at first, one away.
That miss, that's the ball.
Fastball for a strike. Fouls one off. 2-2. Runner takes off. Pitch misses inside. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Really nice swipe at second right there. He knew he had to get a really good jump on the pitcher because that catcher can make up some time, man. Such a good catch and throw guy behind the dish. Nice job right there, but he just beat it.
One out and a runner at second, and we're at the top of the fifth. In the air, right field, on the move. Stretches out and hauls it in. Tags up from second, and he'll head to third. Safe at the plate, and the misplay cost them a run. It's 3-0.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
And now the right fielder, Taylor King.
We just might be talking about this at bat in our post-game wrap. He's proven he can drive in runs in these spots.
There's a strike.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
All loaded up, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Ground ball could be two. Over to Seager. Double play. What a quick killing to end the inning. Top of the order due up in the home half of the sixth. The M's lead it 5-0. This is Mariners baseball on the show Northwest. One down. Now it's the right fielder, Taylor King. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. And that misses. And it's 1-0.
To count, you really don't want to give in here. You've got to work the edges, really execute a pitch. Hopefully you can get back into this count.
Inside, and that's ball three.
Well, they gave up the home run earlier in this inning, not pitching as aggressively here.
One out, base is empty, and a run in, and we're in the top of the eighth. Right through there for a strike.
Taking all the way on 3-0 right there, and as a hitter, you're saying, why couldn't I get that pitch earlier in the count when I'm looking to swing?
That one finds the zone. Full count now. On the ground, right side, Walcott. The throw to first, and there's two down.
Up next is the left fielder, number 31, Riley.
King added one more to that hitting streak, had a single and an RBI.
Well, you'll never complain about getting a team win, Boog, but I think they expect him to make larger contributions than he did today. Nothing too bad, but nothing great either.
Taylor King is putting together an MVP type season. Near the top of every major category, he'll look to be a major contributor once again today. It's the Seattle Mariners taking on the Houston Astros. First pitch coming at you right after the break. And up next for Seattle, Taylor King.
And all anyone can think about right now is his chase for that hitting streak record.
That one finds the zone. That's strike one. Runner on the go. Here's a chopper to short. Abrams throws to first in time. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. The job was to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score the go-ahead run. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat. Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
First and second, 2 down as we play game 1 of this 4-game series. That's off the inside corner. Ball 3. Riley Green up next for the Mariners. Three-0 down. And that's in for a strike. Hard hit to right center. Should be extra bases. Collins headed for the plate. 1 run is in. Another comes in to score. It's a 2-run double, and they take a 3-run lead. And the streak lives on. He keeps getting closer and closer to the record. There isn't a pitcher in the league who can solve him right now.
It's absolutely amazing, Boog. It seems there's no end in sight, and this is transcending baseball. We're talking almost 2 straight months with a hit every game. To get this close to the record, I want to see this thing happen, and it brings the kind of excitement to the sport that very few records do.
Man at second, and ball 4, 2 aboard.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Cal Raleigh. 2-2. In the dirt. Now a pop-up on the infield. Steer. And that is that. 3 runs for them here, and they move ahead. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Mariners 3 and the Astros nothing. This is AL West action on MLB The Show. No outs, runners at first and second.
The right fielder, Taylor King.
Well, these Mariners doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They've worked 3 walks already, so that proves they're not anxious up there. They're sticking to their game plan, and it's working.
That's a strike. The M's trying to break this one open. Top half of inning number 4. Line drive, and that's a base hit out of the left center field. Coming home. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 4.
Comes through with the RBI. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Riley Green digs in for a critical at bat. So RBI spot, but Chris, this is a guy that is not really swinging the bat all that well here.
In this situation, you have a real good opportunity to get swings and misses and record a strikeout. I think you attack him in this spot.
Caught him looking for the K.
Oh, nice job right there. He struck him out twice. The pitch before looked like it was strike 3. Doesn't get the call. Bears down. Throws another quality pitch for the strikeout.
Runners at the corners here. 1 away. Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. In the air, right field. He makes the grab. Runner tags from third. Relay throw home. Safe. And they add to their lead as the run scores from third. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. King, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swing and a high fly ball to left. And that is that. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We're midway in the 4th. It's the M's 5 and the Astros nothing. This is AL West action on MLB The Show. 1 down. Taylor King getting ready to hit. Just missed. King, multi-time All-Star, 25 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. And another ball.
2-0 count. You really don't want to give in here. You've got to work the edges, really execute a pitch. Hopefully you can get back into this count.
Here's a 2-0. The Mariners up big in this one, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Hammered down the right side, but foul. There's a swing and a drive. Varsho going back. Way back there and gone. A solo shot. His 53rd homer of the year, and they add on.
He's going to the plate with a ton of confidence lately, and he's getting the results to back it up. No doubt those 2 things feed off one another. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Man at first with one gone. Now here is Taylor King.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
The 1-0.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
The 1-1. Swings and misses at the sweeper.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
In the air, foul off first. 2 down.
Up next is the left field, number 31, Riley.
King had a sensational showing in the win. A 3-hit performance, including a homer.
No question, he was a big piece of their success in this ball game. Fantastic effort at the plate.
And now the right fielder, Taylor King.
And all anyone can think about right now is his chase for that hitting streak record.
King with some nice production in his last game. 4 runs batted in. There's a strike at the knees. 0-1.
Love seeing someone drive in a bunch of runs like he did, Boog. Doing that consistently lets your teammates know they can count on you to come through when the team needs it most.
Swung on, belted. Out of here. A 2-run blast. His 54th home run of the season, and the Mariners have the lead. It's 2-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. For a pitcher, the odds are in your favor if you keep that breaking ball down. That time, he got punished for it. Hitter just did a really good job of staying within himself and getting the barrel to the baseball.
Runner at second, 2 down. And that one is inside. Two balls, no strikes, the count.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Man on second, 2 down. Here's a rocket to right field, and that'll do it. One left for Seattle, but they lead at 3-0. Man at first, one away. King went deep in his most recent game. Out towards right center field. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Makes the turn at second, heads for third. And now a wide throw to third.
Another multi-hit game for him. He's been really hot lately. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Riley Green digs in for a critical at bat. Two on, one out. Runner on the move in the dirt. Throw down to third, but he's back safely. So up next, Taylor King. He's already homered in this game.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Base hit, one run in already. Here comes the throw. But it's offline. It's 8-2.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
So one out with two aboard. Riley Green up next for the Mariners. King starts it off with a lead. Looking to play add-on, not just maintenance, Singy.
Yeah, partner, when you've got momentum, you ride it. Well, these Mariners, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. It's been a real team effort. Already 7 extra base hits, so that goes to show they're getting contributions from top to bottom. Nobody's doing that by themselves.
Smith on his way over. One down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal with it.
King had a great showing in the win. Had 3 hits, one of them a homer.
Really impressive work at the dish, Boog. He gave his teammates a lot of opportunities in this one, and that's really all you can ask him to do.
One down. Taylor King up next for the Mariners. That one's in there, 0-1. King with a homer in his last game. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That one carrying. And it is gone. Home run number 55 on the year. And it gives him the lead in the first. It's 1-0. I mean, what else can you say at this point, Chris? This hitting streak just continues to amaze us as it's well into the 50s.
It just feels like there's no end in sight, and I think we all hope that's true. Every game, it seems he finds a way to make us say, wow. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for, crushes it, and hits it out of the ballpark.
King locks in. I don't know if it's the release point or what, but he smashed this pitcher like a piñata.
Yeah, and it seems like every at-bat's a birthday party, Boog. Might be time to send a gift basket and hope for mercy. Well, in an 0-0 count, not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That's got a chance. And gone. Another homer. His 56th home run of the season. And they tack one on the board. It's 2-0.
He's really seeing the ball well lately. Good things are going to happen when you're locked in like this. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Up next is the right fielder, Taylor King.
At the ball.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Here's a 1-1. And it's fouled away.
That's ball 2.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Got it. Really had to move for that grab. And there's 2 down.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Man at first. Now the number 2 hitter, Taylor King.
So clutch, you could argue that he's been this team's MVP this year.
That one kicks away from the catcher. Tag, safe at second. And good hustle to move up. That's a wild pitch.
Well, that's part of the risk when you throw a breaking ball in the dirt. Even as good as catchers are these days at blocking pitches, that one just got away enough, and that takes the double play opportunity away for now.
Man at second.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Up the middle, Abrams slinging it to first in time. King digging in, 2 outs and a shot to really swing the tone of this game.
Man, this would be a backbreaker, Boog.
Ball at the side.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the top of the 9th. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. On a bounce right side. Oh, look at the stop. Throw to first, and that's a nice play to end the inning. Mariners lead 1, but they still lead this one 4-2. King really excelled in this one and contributed to the win. Cracked a pair of homers.
I'll tell you, Boog, I was excited every time he came up. When a player is locked in like he was, it's a really special feeling. Great job in this one.
Taylor King, fresh off an impressive 2-homer performance. He'll look to keep that momentum going today. It's the Seattle Mariners taking on the Houston Astros. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. King stepping in now. You look at the career splits, and it's just batting practice for him, Singy.
Yeah, this pitcher's ERA has a little dent in it thanks to this guy. Total domination.
Ball one, no strikes. King mashed a couple of homers in his last game. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. A solo shot. His 57th homer of the season. The Mariners strike first. It's 1-0. So the streak stays alive. His 4th straight game with a home run.
Boog, that's like a cycle of home runs, and I know how much you love the cycle. He's absolutely punishing mistakes right now he can't miss. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Up next is the right fielder.
King, the former Rookie of the Year, 25 years old. He's a former American League MVP.
Well, these Mariners really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. Looking at the numbers, they've got 4 hits when they're behind in the count. That says these guys are absolutely battling at the plate and just not giving up, despite what the count says.
Base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach.
King launched a pair of homers in his last game. Here's something to watch, Singy. He's got the best OPS on the team. He can hurt you. What a stop. To first. Nicely done for the out.
Up next is the left fielder, number 31, Riley King. Up next is the right fielder, Taylor King.
King in the box now. No balls and a strike. Ouch, that one drilled him. Whips it to first on the run. In time. Got him. Catcher coming out to check on him. It looked like it got him on his back leg. So you'll wonder if that might be a problem for him in terms of pushing off the rubber.
Yeah, it's a great point, and we'll have to see how he looks. But to me, it appears he's moving pretty well. I think it's just going to sting for a while, but hopefully nothing more.
King digging in. They say pressure makes diamonds. Let's see if this turns into a gem.
Yep, time to see if this one shines. They need a strikeout and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
The 1-0. Right through there for a strike.
In situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
The 2-1. High fly ball, right field. Smith settles underneath it, brings it in. Runners tagging from second and third. In to score from third. And the lead is up to 5.
That play really shows how important it is to hit the cutoff man. Looked like he tried to throw through and get the runner at home, but it backfired, and it ended up costing them a run.
King really stood out in this win.
Well, they may want to change how they approach him next time because he was just incredible in this one. He looked like a threat every time he came up.